Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Today podcast, presented by True Turf, Roll-In Perfection. My name is Adam Kershane, joined by my buddy, as always, Trevor Larson. And this is episode number 17, which we are really excited to bring you Memo Arenas, who is actually, aka Turf Fiends. If you search him on Instagram or on TikTok, you will find Turf Fiends. And yes, today, Turf Today and Turf Fiends. That's a mouthful. But we're together, and it's a good one. We get into everything he's doing out in Portland, which is really cool. And we got to shout out all of you guys, because we were looking at the charts the other day. We don't usually do that because we're a newer podcast and kind of niche and stuff, and not expecting to be on any charts. But number 6 golf podcast in France. So that's huge. I don't know what's going on over there. If you guys are big followers, big fans. Maybe the show should be called Turf Aujourd'hui. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. But for now, we'll head on down to California. And Trev, how was your week, bud?
It was a good Monday, and that's about it.
Just a good Monday followed by a tough rest of the week? Shit.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds about right. Can you hear my chewing?
No, your
Oh,
mic's so
good.
good. It doesn't pick that up.
Yes. That's the best.
Are you going to become a gum chewer on the podcast?
I'm eating Chex Mix.
Chex Mix. There you go. It's a big snack. I was going to say, we obviously have some unfinished business as to the poor editing on someone's part of the last episode.
Yep. And who doesn't edit the show? This guy.
Yes. That was 100% my mistake. We don't take much out of the show, but when that occurred, and you'll hear it in its entirety, but when it occurred, we didn't know if it was something we wanted to keep on the show or not. And when we decided to keep it, I guess that part got left out, and it ended up being the biggest part that led to the rest of the joke, the rest of the way of the show. So,
Well, hold on.
oh,
Tell me if I'm an asshole or not.
tell Trev if he's an asshole or not.
Because it got pulled because I sound like an asshole. But it was a sarcastic comment.
It's definitely justified if I'm bragging about it.
But that's what I thought. I fully felt, and it sounded like you were bragging. Therefore, my statement in my brain was totally fine.
Yeah.
Because it was sarcastic. I didn't really mean it.
No. You're not an asshole. We know that.
No, I am, but it's fine.
All right, so here it is in its entirety. This man shows up with a tray of piping hot muffins, gets in his cart and drives around to each turf member and hands him a muffin. And
he's my favorite person.
I'm astonished every time he does it. It's only like 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I only get a hot fresh muffin only 2 or 3 times a week. Fuck you. Oh no.
So what do you think?
I think you're an asshole.
I'm the asshole. I remember saying it. I was just all I was trying to say was that it's 2 or 3 times a week, and we don't know what day.
See, you edited it perfect there because you didn't say only when that it was the only.
It's the only. It's that word, right?
Only that 4 letters is what made you sound super ungrateful to Richard and his muffins.
So fun day at my course today. Actually got to spray some tees. Played 18 holes, and then we shot a little bit of a video, which will be coming out Turf Today hopefully pretty soon.
What'd you shoot?
I can't tell you.
Why can't you tell me what you shot?
That would give it away. Yeah, I can't say anything more.
I meant what'd you shoot playing golf? I don't care about what was filmed. I'm gonna watch it later. What did you shoot playing?
Oh my gosh, he's just trying to get the intel right for the match.
I'm not worried about a match.
No, I shot an 81. No doubles, no birdies. Just a fucking slap around day. Played the same ball the whole way.
It's not the worst.
Felt okay about it, but I don't know. Some days you feel it, some days you don't. Definitely wasn't feeling it, but it was great to be out. Great company on the course. It was a nice day. Anytime you get on the golf course and walk around, play, especially your own course, it's a lot of fun.
So I shot really well on Monday.
Oh my gosh. Let's get into your golf, mister. Holy fuck.
I have 18 people on the pod that I really like, and I have 19 people who can eat it.
Nice. They thought you weren't going to do it.
I'm so tempted to call each and every one of these people out, but I'm not going to do it. Just know that there was 19 of you that were wrong. I won the fucking tournament,
You took home the
just like I
trophy.
said I would.
Fucking rights, bud.
Um,
Was it a good
yeah,
day?
it was a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, four birdies, six bogeys. So I was two
Nice.
over par at Aviara, which is not a easy course. Um, it was recovery shots all day. I was just anytime I got in trouble, I got out of trouble, and then got it close. Lots of one putts. It was clicking. It was clicking. It was clicking at the right time. I won by 5 strokes. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Basically walked across the finish line.
I
Right.
wouldn't say that. It was a grind for sure. It was on the Golf Genius app, and so like I made the mistake of looking.
Like you could see the
And
scores mid-round kind of thing.
yeah, yeah, live
Nice.
scores, and there was one guy, very, 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 very well known guy, one of my favorite people in the world. He was playing in the superintendent fight, which was odd because he's not a superintendent.
Hmm.
And me and him tied. And so I was going in going, well, we tied. Like, what are we going to do? And then I was telling other people because, everyone's asking, oh, how'd you shoot? How'd you shoot? And I was like, oh, I shot 74, tied with so and so. And they're like, well, he's not a superintendent. I was like, I know, but I don't know what they're going to do. And so ultimately there wasn't no fight from the other guy or anything like that. It was just, that's how it was. He was accidentally put into that scorecard. And yeah, it was pretty
Hey,
cool.
takes home some hardware. Do you get to keep that trophy?
For the year. Yeah. It's been around since 1987.
Nice. So is it sitting in the
Yeah.
clubhouse or you got it at the shop?
Oh, it's in my office.
Nice. Right on
Fuck
the
the
desk, eh?
clubhouse. I don't go in there. I got a little shelf right like next to it. And the trophy's so big it hangs off of it a little bit. And I love that because it just makes
Nice.
it look monstrous.
Yeah.
It's a heavy, heavy trophy too. Like it's gotta be like 25 pounds. And
And that's
that
your
the
first win, right? Like first solo tournament win?
yeah, yeah. There's a question or two in from the page today, and we'll answer those when it gets there. But yeah, it was solo. I mean, so it was. We got into a group of four, obviously, because that's how you play golf. And there was two-man best ball out of the four. So like we all played our own individual ball. For a team score, we took the two best scores in each hole and added it up. We actually got second. We lost by a stroke in that category, which was kind of neat. I didn't think that we would do very well in that. We did play with the spray tech from another course, who's a buddy of mine who we've played together before, and he's like a sleeper stick.
Mm-hmm.
You look at him and you're like, there's no way this dude can play. He shot even par. Like he was
Nice.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's ridiculous. And then the other guys we played with were he turned it on later. One guy was awful, but he was a blast to hang out with. And so yeah, you had the team aspect, but everyone's playing their own individual ball because not everyone in the association is a superintendent, and so all the superintendents are in their own thing. And then there was pros too, because there were some club pros out there, and then there was the affiliate scores because we have like sponsors and whatever for the chapter, and so that was pretty cool. So it was like it was kind of live esque, you know what I mean? There was a team aspect to it, but there was also the individual title.
Right on.
Yeah.
So did you get to talk to anybody about the podcast? Did anybody bring it up? Was anybody giving you the
Yeah,
gear?
it's starting to be known in the chapter that I do this. And
Nice.
it's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's good. You're a funny guy, you know? People enjoy listening to you. I get nothing but positive comments. So
You're the only one getting them. I'm getting all the negative ones.
they send all the shit to you, eh? That's funny.
That's fine.
I
I do know that one of my employees listens now because he submitted a question today.
Oh, sweet. It's funny how it just came up without him saying anything to you.
Well, he's earlier in the day. He's like, "Oh man, I was going to ask you this for the thing because I saw it on the page." I was like, "What are you doing on your phone, dude?" And I was kidding. And I was like, "Dude, you can submit it. It's fine. I don't care." And it's great. There's a fantastic story behind it.
Mhm. Perfect.
So yeah. To all you 18 haters, which included True Turf, Anna, rude.
What? Anna.
She said, what did she say? Because I sent her the photo right after too. I was like, come on. So Anna, you're the only one I'm going to call out. Sorry.
She was probably just playing with you though.
What did she say? I think she said impulse. So good times. That was fun.
Mhm. She
Everyone
knows
else
you're a
can.
stick.
Everyone else can. God, there's so many things I could say, but it's not all male audience. Um, and I don't want to be that inappropriate.
Yeah, we can take a hike. How
Suck
about that?
eggs. There you go.
Suck
All of you,
eggs.
except for Anna, can suck eggs. And actually, in voice talk, Dave can super suck eggs because he said no.
Hmm.
We talked about it already.
Oh
It's been
boy.
fine.
Yeah, you
So
have to
he'll giggle.
talk to him about that.
We went on for like 45 minutes about stand-up comedy last night. So
Oh, great.
yeah, that was killer.
So your wish came true on the podcast swag. It's officially live on the store. The camo hoodie is there. There's a bunch of other options as well. So
Yeah,
want to
that'll
support
be
the
cool.
boys. It's definitely a great
Um,
way to do it.
I'll
But
buy
yeah,
it at some point. It's
I'm
also
sure.
like 80 degrees out now, and
Hmm. You won't
hoodies
need it
are.
for a little while.
In the mornings it's cold.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a hoodie on until about 10.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Till you start sweating.
yeah, until I start getting really cranky.
Sucks getting hot
Yeah,
on the course. But you'd rather be too cold than too hot.
100%.
But then you start getting all stiff and uncomfortable and stuff.
I get angry when I'm hot.
Mm.
I do not like the heat. I hate the heat.
All right, so a couple things. Bunch of podcasts back ago. Geez, it's been a while. It feels like we talked about not doing things on the course, something you won't do on the course, and I thought of something that I will not do on the golf course. I
Uh,
hope you agree with me, but
Attack beehives.
maybe you do this.
Go
I
in the water and the ponds.
no, I've done that. Put the hip
Help old
waders
ladies
on.
when they fall.
Been there, buddy. We've all helped old ladies when they
No, I
fall.
said will not.
Gotcha.
You're supposed to be a
So
strong, independent woman.
get
I'm just,
up.
I'm just kidding, old ladies. I'll help you up.
Yeah.
Just don't
Oh yeah.
fall first off, please.
Yeah. I had a lady dive into a pond one time after her ball. Like, not intentionally. She was just leaning over, and then all of a sudden she just full body just
Don't lie. You pushed her.
I came sprinting across the fairway and helped her out. That was a good day. So something I won't do. I will not climb a tree to cut branches off.
No one should.
Well, I was just thinking that's something I won't do. I will cut anything from the ground that I can reach, with a pole pruner or my chainsaw. Like I love using a chainsaw. However, I'm not getting up in the tree to do that. So
Yeah, I
I was just
mean
being honest. Something I thought of.
that's something I wouldn't even allow my staff to do in general.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
bring in climbers for that.
if it needs to be done. Yeah, I'm not.
Mhm.
Also, being contracted, management company, like we have things in our contracts. Like we're not responsible for cutting, like something we can't reach.
Right. Right.
Like
The stuff that's
responsible in a sense that it's a safety thing. You
Mhm.
know, obviously, if there's something gnarly, we're gonna have to. There's funds put aside for things like that. So it's like we don't do that.
It is a big time safety thing. I remember
Oh
being
yeah,
younger and learning and being interested in it and wanting to do it, but after having my son, it was just like, it's probably not worth it. I've seen so many trees move the wrong way and break in the wrong spot. It's just, I don't know.
listening to those eucalyptus cries, they wiggle in the wind.
No,
It's
leave it up to
true.
the professionals.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm with you on that. Yeah, fuck doing that.
Do you guys at your course have a weather station?
Yes,
So when lightning's close enough, it goes off automatically?
there is no lightning in this area, really.
Really?
Kind of.
Never have
Eh,
thunderstorms? Like there's never the
not. It's
threat of lightning?
super rare.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think like our weather station's not really isn't gonna. I don't know because I've never been around for one of those.
Hmm.
Ours just pretty much does like wind speed. It'll do like humidity, obviously temperature. It's got a rain gauge on it for whenever it does very rarely rain. And yeah, I mean it's not super sophisticated.
Hmm.
Just keep in mind, San Diego, 85, 90% of the year is crystal clear blue skies.
Wow. So it's just not a threat, like unless
Dude,
there's
it's like 70
hurricane or
degrees
something like
and
that.
It's like 70 degrees and perfect in the middle of December. We're playing golf in shorts.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Paradise. It is
Eh.
nice in California. Can't lie.
Well, Southern California.
So we do have weather stations up here. I don't think every golf course does. Every golf course should. Not every golf course does, but ours is programmed. So it's a 7 mile radius. If you have a lightning strike within 7 miles, the horn goes off and it's loud. You can hear it all across the golf course, and you're supposed to go back, right? Standard operation. You hear
No.
3 more blasts, you can go back out because there hasn't been a strike within 20 minutes or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can set your different settings and there's different weather stations and whatnot. But here in Ottawa last week, we had a massive lightning storm and our course went off. Apparently everybody's courses in the city went off. And unfortunately, two gentlemen got struck by lightning.
Oh, what, two?
Two gentlemen. I might get, they haven't released
Two
any
guys, one bolt.
My Jesus.
Sorry.
My guess is that they probably got hit. Like the golf cart is not a safe place to be when there's lightning, okay? And that's
Fuck no.
no. Like they say your car, and so some people might think, okay, it's the same thing as a car. I have rubber tires. No, a golf cart is not a safe place to be when there's a lightning. So my guess is maybe they were in a golf cart, they got struck, they ended up going to the hospital, and they ended up passing away the next day. And
Fuck.
extremely sad. They're great guys, just out there golfing together. There's no reason that needs to happen at all. Whether you're working or you're playing, that's bullshit. It's really unfortunate. So
That's gnarly, is what it is. It's not necessarily bullshit. It's a fucking anomaly. How many people get struck by lightning? Like that's
but they would have had the opportunity to go back to the clubhouse and get safe.
okay.
And
So
and they
this wasn't
chose to
your
stay out on the
course.
golf. This is not
Well,
our
so
course.
there you go. I
No,
hate to play devil's advocate
no,
there,
yeah.
but you said the magic word. They chose.
They
In
chose to
life,
stay out there.
you take risks in everything you do. You have a chance of dying anytime you get in your car. Like they took that chance. It sucks. It's fucking horrible that they died. Don't get me wrong. Like, but they chose to be there. Were they?
And
So it
maybe
was
they
a
didn't
course
know.
that had a horn.
Maybe they were under a tree or
Yeah,
something. They
there's
thought
all
they were
kinds of
safe. Like
variables.
who knows, right? We don't know the
Yeah,
story. Nothing else has come out. It's just when that horn
it's
goes, if
wild.
you're working or you're playing golf, get the fuck
Don't
off.
fuck around. Yeah, I mean, I've been in Florida where like thunder starts on the beaches and like the storm rolls in because like every I don't know few hours a 15-minute monsoon happens and then it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
The lifeguards run out of the beach with whistles and pull everyone out of the water, and it's it's a whole ordeal.
Yeah, that would be a dangerous place to be.
I just go with the Lee Trevino method of lightning. Do you know what that is?
Lay in a bunker.
No. He says you hold up a 1-iron because even God can't hit a 1-iron.
That is good. That is good.
True story.
But yeah, get somewhere where there's plumbing or there's ground. So inside, car is also a great spot because it's grounded. But golf cart, anywhere near trees.
Yeah,
Those little shelters that are on the course that they put out there, do not.
Yeah.
So
well, the little bathroom would be okay. Just don't.
Yeah, if
touch
there's a little
anything.
plumbing out there, yeah, why not?
You know, just don't touch nothing. That's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's really shitty. It's unfortunate. It's a course that we know really well and play quite a bit, so it's sad. Younger guys too.
G'day turf enthusiasts, exciting news from True Turf. Our sports turf roller, the SR72, just aced its test by AGCSA Tech, the agronomy division of the Australian Sports Turf Managers Association. The results? Simply astounding. True Turf's rollers roll on the hallowed greens of St Andrews, Pebble Beach and Augusta, the finest golf courses worldwide. Endorsed by the PGA Tour, our rollers deliver unmatched performance. Don't settle for ordinary. Join the turf professionals who rely on True Turf's expertise, precision and game-changing rollers. True Turf, where design, innovation and Aussie ingenuity unite for the ultimate turf care experience. The Turf Today podcast is proudly sponsored by True Turf. Unlock your turf's potential. Visit our website for more information.
Nick Patterson, I talked about last podcast. I said I thought he could take you in the bunker raking competition. He reached out and said that he fucking could take you in the bunker raking
Prove
competition.
it.
So
Let's do it. Show me some photos. I haven't
we
seen
got to
shit.
set up. We got to set up. I mean, you can check out his Instagram profile to get you going, but yeah,
I
I think it
don't
needs to be live. You think
champion right here.
think we could get a bunker in Phoenix?
I don't know.
They do build those things indoors sometimes. I wonder if there would be some sand.
I think it's just maybe we just put it up to a vote, put up 2 photos
Photos
and
each.
don't say who's who.
Ooh, I like that.
I think that would be fair. That'd be
That means you got to pick your best photo, though. That just means your one best
I
rake
got
job.
a fucking 100 of them.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we do like 3 from each. Player A, player B.
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Ish. You know, we got to mix them, obviously.
Maybe. Oh yeah, something
yeah,
different.
Keep it anonymous. No. I won't do it. Nick, you sound like a guy with some integrity because you're taking me on, and I enjoy that. You know, no. What am I looking for here? Campaigning. No campaigning for your picks. Just put out the photo, put up the poll, and that's it. No repost, nothing. It's idle. And we can do that on the Turf Today page because that has way more traction.
But yeah, we'll get that going for sure.
Nick, listen Tuesday. If you accept, send your photos to Adam, which I'm sure you will because it sounds like it's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. And if you win, hey, I'll send the crown over to you, bud. But I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, that'll be good, especially since
not like any of your bunkers have been the headline of a news story, but
no big deal or anything. All right, so I was listening to another golf show not too long ago, and Phil Shomo was on. Do you know that name?
No, but it sounds like he got made fun of a lot.
He probably did. Mental skills coach. So you never know.
Mental skills coach. He was 100% picked on as a kid, and he overcame it and has become a badass for it.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. You wrote the championship story right there. So anyways, he was talking about, the mind of athletes and the mind of golfers specifically, and talking a little bit along the same lines as the NFL and football. But he was kind of saying, like, how long's a round of golf? 4 hours?
Yeah, give or take. So let's say somebody goes out and shoots 80. It's pretty good, right? Pretty fucking good, yeah.
They shoot 80. How long did it take them to take each swing?
Oh, dude, I mean, your actual time of playing is like, I think it's like, I forgot what it was. I know that someone's broken this down. It's only like 20 something minutes, I think, isn't it? It's like,
no, he said it was a second a swing. He said you're going to play for 80 seconds.
I mean, physically you are. Physically. Yeah. Mentally you're not. Mentally is longer. No, because you walk up to a ball, you assess your shot,
that's
you line
that's
up.
What I mean. And that's what I want to ask you about. Like, as a golfer, in the golfer's mind, you only physically hit the ball and play the game of golf for 80 seconds. But what are you doing for that other 4 hours and whatever? Like, there's so much more that goes into it.
It's what Ben Hogan said. It's an 8-inch game. It's between the ears.
Yeah.
Golf is 90% mental. Yeah, it's insane. Like, I had to challenge myself not only physically to be able to hit the shots correctly, which in theory is easy. You're doing the same motion, but a little slower or whatever. The biggest thing is, like, I wanted to win that tournament so fucking badly, and so
real competitive mindset.
Yeah, because it's like, you go out and you start hitting a bad shot and then you worry, oh fuck, like to be a golfer, you have to be a little bit of an athlete, right? Like, the motion's not the easiest. It's also not super difficult, but like, it's a zero contact sport. But mentally, I don't think that there is a game more well, actually, in general, I don't think that there's a sport more difficult for other than physically, there's no sport more difficult.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard to be consistent. Guys, have to play so well on the weekend, 4 rounds in a row to win. You don't have the same winner every weekend. It's always somebody different. So
yeah, winning back to back is insane.
Mentally, it is a very, very taxing game. That's why you're probably so tired at the end, because you're just fucking dialed in the whole time while you're out there.
You have to be, or you have to be able to dial up in for 10 seconds at a time. But I think dialing and redialing and and doing it over and over and over again is way more difficult.
Just so
And then,
confident.
yeah. Speaking of confidence,
Yo,
what's up, Memo?
Hey, what's up, man?
Memo.
What's up? What's good?
How you doing, brother?
Good, how are you?
The
Not too
Sonics
bad.
hat is sick.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I got another one too up here.
You need to bring that team back.
Yeah, they had some sick
Got a
gear.
great one as well.
Ooh.
There
Are
you
you
go.
up in Seattle? Where are you at?
I'm in Portland.
Oh, hey, I was just there and a lot.
Yeah,
So
I
do
grew
you,
up in Portland pretty much. I'm just out this way.
Sweet. Yeah, I love Portland. Portland's super fun. A lot of really good golf out in Portland.
Yeah, just the city lately, it's just been hectic. It's changed over the past like 5, 10 years, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
Portland though.
Yeah.
It's cool
It's
though.
I've been going up for like the last 2 or 3 years and it's changed in that time. And it seems last time I went up seems like it's changing for the better right now, currently. A
Yeah, I
little
think
bit.
so. I would
A
agree with
little
that.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's making a turnaround. We're getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. The outskirts are dope. I like that Beaverton, Aloha area is awesome.
Yeah, I love it over there too.
Yeah.
have you
Hell
gone
yeah.
down and played that urban golf that Trev was talking about?
No, I have not.
Oh man, yeah.
Honestly, I don't play much golf. Honestly, I'm not a big golfer. I just cut the grass.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay,
That
true
works.
turf worker.
That works. Well, I mean, that's the beauty of that urban golf with the Muni kids down there is most people who go aren't huge golfers, and it's just a party on the street. It's really cool. If you ever find
Yeah,
yourself
that's
down
true.
there Thursday nights, I highly suggest it. Go say what's up to Max and Drew.
All right, well, yeah. If I ever swing that way, I will.
Hell yeah.
So, Memo, take us back. How did you get into the industry? Obviously, you're still kind of working your way up the ranks and stuff. Tell us about it.
Honestly, I just applied for a job and fell in love once I hit the course. It's kind of like I never thought about working as a greenskeeper before, but I saw the job online. I applied for it, went for an interview, and sounded something like I liked, tried it out, and fell in love with the course life.
Nice. What did they throw you on first? First job.
Bunkers. That was the first thing I ever did.
Mhm.
We were hand
Nice.
raking bunkers, and that the first day, man, I thought about quitting the course then because we have I think it's 82 bunkers on the course where
Ooh,
I'm at right now. We hand rake them all. So after that day, I was just like, I don't know about living the course life anymore, but I stuck to it, and here I am today.
So
I find that a lot sometimes, guys. You get in shape after doing it a couple times, and then away you go, and don't look back.
Yeah, exactly.
what
Yeah,
what position are you in now? Obviously, you're still not in bunkers.
I'm more of like a mower guy now. Kind of worked up
Oh,
mowing. I mainly just mow nowadays,
yeah, operator. Hell
but I don't
yeah.
mind doing bunkers. I was just mowing fairways this morning, but other than that, I really enjoy just mowing rough. Being out in the outskirts of the course is just, I don't know, it's just relaxing. It's just one of those best feelings out there, especially early in the morning, right? When you see the sunrise and you're just on the outskirts with the fog,
Mhm.
like,
That's right. Yeah, we got the best
man,
office. There ain't no one's view is better than a golf course worker. No one.
No, you can't touch that office.
nah, that's for sure.
So, what was it? When you guys were out working with the sprinkler heads?
All right, so this maybe like about 3 or 4 years back, we were raising all the sprinkler heads because they were all just down at that point. So we're raising them this one. I think it was a Friday afternoon, I believe, and we just got this new employee. I don't recall his name, but he was about there. He was there for about a month or so, and we already taught him like for the past 2 days prior to the incident when I'm about to tell us how to fix sprinkler heads and just the basics of everything, and just like we told him not to wiggle the top of the head too much, or that thing will burst or start leaking. And he was like, all day, he's like, all right, I won't do that. I won't do that. I won't do that. So we get down to like the final hours of the day, and he's working on one of the heads, and he just gives me a look from across the field, and like I just had this gut instinct, like something bad was about to happen, right? And he starts wiggling that head, and you just hear that air just. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a click. You just know you just messed up.
Oh
And
yeah.
not even 10 seconds later, it just starts shooting, gushing up, and it hits him in his chest. And it sends him about maybe 5, 6 feet in the air. And he just flops to the ground. He's just like, there's a grown man at this. I mean, he's huge too. It's like 350 pounds, like 6 foot. And he just starts bawling. And I'm like, man, didn't you just learn your lesson? He's like, I didn't think nothing like that was going to ever happen. And I was like,
We
man, that's
told
what they
you it was
teach you
gonna
out here.
happen.
Those
And I
things are
never
like
seen
loaded
that. Like, I've
weapons.
seen like leaks and like sprinkler heads like bust and everything, but like that one, like that day, like wanted revenge on him or something. But
Yeah, he pissed
it was
someone off
crazy.
and got that karma.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I've seen a valve explode and bust someone's jaw. I mean,
Yeah, it's no joke out
it's
there.
no joke. There's a lot of pressure in those lines.
Exactly. Yeah.
You guys have a lot of fun at your course? Do you get into a lot of different stuff?
Yeah, we do. I love my courses. I mean, it's just like no other course. All the local courses around here are way different than my course. I would say.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Just I would say the staff and like the rules, and I feel like everyone's just more uptight on the other courses, and we're just like more laid back. As long as we just get the job done, we're all having fun on the course.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. So that's Oswego Lake Country Club in
Yep,
is it in Portland or just outside Portland?
right
Portland?
outside of Portland, maybe
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes right outside of Portland.
Nice.
East
Nice.
or west?
We're more southwest.
Okay. Right on. Yeah, I'm usually up in the northwest area. That Beaverton, Aloha. What is it as? Set, not Saskatoon. Shit, wherever Wildwood's at. I don't know.
So like where you're saying Aloha and Beaverton, we're just like a little bit more south of that.
Yeah, I got you. Sick.
So we're going towards like Salem and like
Mhm.
southern down there more.
Nice.
Beautiful. So what about mowing? You ever get yourself stuck in a wet spot at all?
Yeah, it's awful wet down there.
Every mower we have on the course, I've got it stuck.
Yeah. You hold the title?
I do.
We got to
do.
get
I
you
would
like a
say
little,
so.
like a Boy Scout badge of that.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
At least you can admit it though. I
Yeah.
would take that at least.
See, that's my problem though. Like I always try to inch closer and closer, especially for wet spots like that I know are wet spots. I always just try to inch closer and closer. And it's always that last pass that gets me too. I'm like, all right, that last one is a little too sketchy. I'm not gonna do it. And then I always just end up trying to mow that one last inch, and that back tire or that side tire is shoot, there goes the mud. And now you're standing out there looking silly, you know, instead of mowing, you're in the wet spot.
I still think it's insane that companies haven't started making. I mean, I get it because when you turn, if it's all-wheel drive, it's going to tear the good turf up. But like, there needs to be, on like the Pro Gators, you can lift up the lever and lock
Mm-hmm.
up the two back wheels. They need to have that on some of these mowers to help people like get unstuck.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you would think they'd have it, especially by now, but
Yeah,
I mean, in the near future, something like that will roll out.
it'll only make it, $15,000 more. And it's probably why they don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone gets a mower stuck.
Oh, fuck yeah. What's your best story about that, Trev?
I don't know if I have a best one, and they've all just been dumb. I guess one,
We've all been dumb.
I had the big rough unit out, and I knew that the spot was wet, and I went and walked on it, and it was like a little squishy. I was like, it'll roll right over. It's the big fat tire,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I start going, and I can see it, the turf just tear and start to slide down. It was on a little tiny bit of a hill, and under it, it was like 3 inches of somewhat dry turf, and then after that, it was just straight mud, and I sunk down about 8 inches or so and got completely just like pinned, where I had to go get the tractor and yank it out, and it tore the fuck out of that turf.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just sitting there. I called one of my employees. I was like, "Hey, come help me." He comes over. He goes, "What'd you do?" And I was like, "I don't know. Just help me."
Don't worry about it.
Everyone's done it. Rite of passage. I think if you haven't got a mower stuck, are you really in turf?
I don't think so, man.
Right?
No, yeah.
I think
It's like
you
kind
gotta
of
do
like
it.
your initiation. I think
Yeah.
my first time mowing with the triplex, the old one with the kick paddles. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the foot paddles. I didn't know you couldn't go backwards with the reels down. Pulled those things right up. I called the superintendent. He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, the reels are off the mower." He's like, "No, they can't be." I'm like, "They are." He's like, "Did you go backwards while you were cutting?" I was like, "I did." He's like, "You can't do that."
I've had the back arm of a John Deere triplex just snap.
Ooh.
Oh,
And I
man.
looked back, I was turning, and was about to run over the reel. And I just sent a picture to the assistant at the time. I was like, "Sorry."
Sorry.
Don't know what to tell you.
Mechanic comes out. He goes, "What the fuck did you hit?" So, I don't know.
Didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah, especially when I get stuck nowadays, I just say, hey, it happened.
Yeah,
At first, when I
and
started getting stuck, I used to give excuse like why what happened. But at this point, I'm like, yeah, I called you. I'm stuck. So just get the
yeah,
Yeah.
tractor and get me stuck.
I mean, it's good to give like a little bit of a story, like, "Hey, I was trying to do this," or whatever. But it's like, "Oh, I didn't know," or this stupid lazy excuse. Like, it happens, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Your superintendents have
oh
been through it. They know. Like, don't fucking lie to
yeah,
those guys and girls.
dude.
It's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
Exactly.
I've been lied to so many times when it's that. It's just like, dude, I get it. You got stuck. So what?
yeah,
Put
it
help
happens.
me
Like,
help me push it out. Like,
yeah.
fuck, dude. Like, now if it happens every goddamn day, then there's a problem. But like, it's so what? You got it stuck. You didn't hurt yourself. You didn't flip it. You didn't break it. Sure,
Part
the
part of
turf's a
the
little
game.
fucked up, but as we always say, it'll grow back.
Hmm.
Simple.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing a little sand and seed won't help.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, this is a good one. It actually comes from Ryan Hathaway. He goes, what's your boys' go-to snack on the course while
Ooh.
working?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a good one.
It is a good one.
You
Lead
know,
it lead it off, Memo.
I would say I would want a red Powerade and a chocolate muffin. That's my go-to right there.
Chocolate
Ooh.
muffin. From your
Solid.
course?
Yeah, for my course.
Nice.
It's not hand baked by a member and given to you every 2 or 3 days.
No, not at all. Nah, our kitchen staff's wonderful.
Oh,
That's
see,
awesome.
look at the compliments from him, Adam.
Hmm.
That's how you
Gentlemen.
show appreciation for a good muffin.
Yeah. Some people know how to do it.
All right, what
So,
about you?
oh, I'm a Cliff Bar guy.
I was gonna roll down that same kind of route, but I've got
Yeah.
a wild card. What's the flavor?
I like the almond fudge, the red
Interesting.
package. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't think I've had that one. I like the peanut butter, classic peanut butter, or the white
Hmm.
macadamia nut white chocolate chip.
That one's not bad. The
Yeah,
peanut butter
or
one's really good with a banana. Like eat it bite
peanut.
for bite,
Yeah,
back and back. Oh yeah.
yeah. I'll do a protein shake in the morning before coffee and everything, just so I can, really explode in the bathroom.
Nice.
Um,
I thought you were like saying you're like starting to work out or like get back into it or something. No.
no, it's pure energy. And no, so I do that. And so the vanilla protein shake with the peanut butter bar is like a killer combo. But I do my wife started getting the healthy like fruit strips. They're not like a fruit, it's like a fruit roll up, but like a bar of like the
Hmm,
fruit jelly. Those are solid. I
that would
like
be good.
those. Yeah.
Fruit's always good on the course. It's always
Well,
good
you're
stuff.
always fruity, so that works.
Yeah. I always toss my course to the squirrels.
Oh, your cores. All right. I got oh, perfect. Since we were just talking about snacks, Ian Foster, he goes, "How disappointed was Adam that the Muffin Man only swung by one time this week?"
Oh my God, Ian. But but yes, Richard only came once this week. Stop it.
Why do you sound so bitter?
Um, so he showed up with the hottest tray of muffins he has had. Literally
So
couldn't
wait, were
even
they
take it.
temperature hot or were they some
He's
sexy
got an
ass
oven. This
muffins?
guy's got an oven in his truck. Like there's no question. He's baking those things while he's on the way to the course.
You
Maybe
didn't
he
answer
even
my
brings them.
question.
What was your question? Sorry.
Were they temperature hot or were they some sexy ass muffins?
They go both ways. Definitely. Definitely. But he was also not even wearing his golf clothes yet. He was out there in like
An apron and a chef's hat?
this man's dedicated. It's unbelievable.
I did create the drawing. I think we can release it when the episode comes out.
We're gonna definitely release the drawing.
So Memo, did you listen to the last episode with
Uh,
this whole Richard's muffin debacle?
no, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Man, we got to delete this episode now.
Man.
No, when he goes back and listens to it, it'll make a lot more
Yeah,
sense.
it'll all make sense. It'll
Yeah.
click. It's a fantastic turn of events. Just keep in mind that Adam cut a very, 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 very important piece of it out of last week, and it's in this week. So
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fucked up.
it's pretty funny. I made a drawing of the truck. I think we're gonna have to make that happen.
Hmm. Could even be a T-shirt if it gets popular enough. Why not?
You have to give Richard one then.
Yeah, he'd be fine with it. He would wear it with a salute.
That would be fantastic. All right.
This
So,
is-
Aliski Shields, Alexkey, I don't know, Shields. Do you guys use sunglasses at work? Question mark. Lenses? Question mark. I hardly do because I don't want those panda tan lines.
Yeah, I have to. I get sun damage in my eyes, so I can't even stand outside without sunglasses on. Yeah,
My eyes are damaged from seeing Adam once a week.
I would recommend the Oakley motherfucker.
Oh man.
I would recommend the Oakley Prism lenses. They actually make a Prism golf lens, which is fantastic. It's a little cheat code if you're going out hand watering, because you can actually see some of the dry spots in your course. But Oakley makes a Prism gray and a Prism black that are fucking amazing for the golf course.
If I remember correctly, too, those Oakley lenses are like safety proof.
Yes.
Like, yeah, they're
Yes.
both. It's like a twofer.
They are safety proof. Yes, they
Yeah.
do not break. They will not break. Which is pretty sweet. Don't get the polarized. Polarized aren't nice in the golf course. They're good for driving and being on the water, but no, stick with just the Prism lenses. And I actually did used to work for Oakley for a while, so I'm a bit of an expert. I'm not just speaking out of my ass here.
Nice. What about you, Memo?
No, I don't. I don't wear any type of sunglasses or anything like that at the course. Just kind of like you just said, I just don't want that big old just tan line right there all day. Just,
You don't want to look like perma goggles?
no, I mean I already wear a hat all day, so sometimes when I take it off, I got that tan line right there from the hat. I don't want that matching goggles.
I mean, it could just extend and it could look like an Iron Man mask or something. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but I mean it's not a look I'm looking for, so
That's not gonna do it for you. Yeah.
Are you on a tractor out there, or do you have a rough unit with a roof?
we have a rough mower with a roof.
Nice.
It rains
Unless
a
you
lot
like-
out there, man. It's so nice to have a roof.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like me and then you hit those bottom limbs of the tree and just rip that roof off.
Done it.
Yeah.
Luckily, mine was just a little canopy roof. It was like on the Toro 3500Ds, the little canvas
white one?
one. Yeah, not the hard roof, the little canvas one. Ripped a hole right in that some bitch.
I mean, it happens.
Oh yeah.
I wear electric sunglasses out there, non-polar. I do have a pair of polarized, and they do kind of the same thing as the prisms. Because I know I drive around, I'm like, damn, this place looks like shit, and then I lift them up, and I'm like, oh, it's really not that bad. So they kind of do help with the dry spots. I have had some Oakleys in the past, and I definitely enjoy them. The prism lenses are sick, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I rock a hat all the time. I've got a full brim hat that I'll wear too. So I'm not super worried about it. And my face and my cheeks are always red, so I already have that tan line regardless. So it doesn't bug me. But yeah, I fully understand as he puts, the panda tan lines.
The panda tan lines.
That's
The
pretty
golf
funny.
tan line is one of the craziest tan lines out there. Like the V and then the socks and everything. Like those are.
I wear pants.
You pants guy all the time?
I'm a pants guy all the time. Well, I mean, every now and again I'll wear shorts, but pants guy. Yeah, I like wearing pants.
Even when it's just beaming down hot, you wear pants?
Linksole AC boardwalks.
Wow.
They're like all
no
they're
free
like,
ads.
They're like mesh kind of.
All right.
Linksoles hook me up. Oh, they're super breathable. They're amazing. And there's a breeze that goes right through them. I mean, if you don't wear underwear, it's just like,
Wow.
you know, I wear underwear, but it was just
Okay.
you know,
If you don't.
if you want your balls to tingle while you're playing. Yard hard. Do you do any soil or tissue sampling on the course? Why or why not?
I think we had
I'm
our
not sure what he
soils-
means by tissue sampling.
That would be probably a little more scientific than we usually get into. I would assume he's talking about like the leaf blade, right? But I don't know. Soil tests are great to find out what your pH balance is, figure out what number you're at on that scale. Then you can put your program towards correcting that. But no, I don't know. Like we sent our soil samples in years ago and got some good results, and so kind of just said fuck it. But we also have, like most golf courses have different soil and different holes, right? You might have some holes that have a lot more clay and some holes that have a lot more sand. So, getting different soil samples from different parts of the course would be pretty important, I would say, when you have to do that.
I mean, yeah, soil samples are good to have, just to like you said, to write the program.
Yeah,
I
like
still haven't done
if
them
you're
yet.
really high.
But,
Yeah, that's something that could really screw you and really help you. And I don't think it's that expensive too to get your soil
a lot of
tested.
places
So
do it for free.
really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Hit up your local your distributor, and a lot of the times those whoever you're buying from will either do it for free or they know, or if you're in the States, you can send it up to I think Michigan State. Their agronomy program's got a they have a lab. I don't remember. No, it's like they have a turf program there, and their lab you can send it into them, and they do all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Memo, you doing that, or are you just you're busy mowing?
Nah, that's more up to my super. I'm just more of like a regular greens crew member. I just mow grass and rake bunkers and keep it pushing.
Yeah,
There you go. You're the backbone of the golf course.
absolutely.
Yep, exactly.
And we wanted to bring you on today. We have people from all over the industry. So having someone like you who's kind of working their way up and moving on with their career is great. But the other reason we wanted to bring you on is because you run one of the best fucking pages on Instagram and TikTok. We are,
Thank
I
you. I
don't know if you know
appreciate
this,
it.
we are huge fans of Turf Fiends, and we love everything you post, and we love supporting you and working with you. We've been chatting for a long time, and you've been doing
Yeah.
such a great job. So I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that and plug your own page, or just talk about why you got into that, or what inspired you, or why it is that all came to be.
Yeah, honestly, it was why I got into it because I was scrolling Instagram one day and one of your videos popped up, and you're one of the main reasons why I started my page.
Appreciate that,
I
man.
don't know how to describe it. I just had a feeling one day, and I was like, I should start a page because I do this stuff already at work, and I can already broadcast it to the world, and the rest is history at that point.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know. It was just like I started the page. I was just boredom one day and didn't think it'd blow up as fast as it did, but I'm just trying to manage it at this point and just run with the punches.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a big social media person, so just trying to figure all this out day by day, step by step it's a blessing, like how far this page has already grown, and especially getting opportunities like this, being on this podcast and meeting people just like you with our fellow turf people it's just a blessing.
Yeah, man. Well, you definitely have a passion for the turf side, but you're really good at the social media side. You got to give yourself a little bit more credit because you do have a really artistic eye and are able to present something that people really love. And I hope you're shedding a lot of light on our industry, and your messages are always very positive, and you're attracting people to what we do. And I think that is so important. And the more people that can do that, the better this industry is going to be, and the bigger it's going to get. So we really appreciate what you're doing, man. You keep fucking going. It's awesome.
Thanks for letting me know all that. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, buddy. We're all in this together. There's no competing.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all fucking pushing the wheel the same direction.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Only straight lines though.
Yes.
Hey,
Lasers.
you know what though?
Lasers.
See, that's where I fell. They call me Wiggles at my course.
No.
Hey, at least you're not banana.
Hey, I mean, I've been there a couple times too.
Oh yeah. I mean, every time I hop back on something, like my first few passes are always nanas, dude.
Oh.
I look back, I'm like, dude, you suck.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yep.
especially when you're like fairway mowing and you're cutting the edge, you just don't look down. You're like, that's my problem. I just try to look down because, man, then it's over right there. I look behind me and that thing's just like, rah, 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 rah. Oh, it's a terrible day, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
Pick your sight line, stare at it, and go. It's the hardest. I think that's probably one of the hardest things to learn as an operator is just trusting that vision. Because you think about it, like, oh, if I'm just staring at it and I drive and I'm not doing anything else, just staring, that motherfucker ain't gonna go straight. And then you do it and you're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah,
and
it's
then,
crazy.
Yeah, it took me a while to believe it. It's like,
Yeah, me too, honestly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's just like, now you do it and it's the easiest shit there is. But yeah, everyone, and no one can say that they got lasers every time.
Oh, fuck.
Not
Every
at all.
pass. Nope.
9 out of 10 times I don't got a laser.
Yeah. No, I go back over that first pass every time because it's a fucking banana. Whoop.
Gotta correct her. Oh,
Yeah.
and especially when you got the wheels turning behind you, right? Like when you drive your car, or golf cart, or whatever, it's the front tires that turn. But having a triplex or a fairway unit
Yeah,
or
that's
something
true.
with the wheels turning behind you, that is that's something else you have to master, and it can make your misses that much bigger.
Yeah. It took a while to when I started mowing greens the first time, it took them a while to let me do the cleanup pass.
Mm.
They didn't trust you. You were digging in.
No, I wasn't
He
digging.
was
I just,
scalping
it
it. He was
was,
scalping those collars.
hey, everyone's done a buck tooth.
I'm just kidding.
Everyone's done the buck tooth. Everyone's dropped the reel too soon or lifted up too late. You can't tell me you haven't.
The buck tooth. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, everyone's done it. My guy's been doing it for
Oh.
15 years, something like that. I found 3 buck teeth today, and I went to him. I was like, dude,
Get it
what the
together.
come on. No, it was where the course I first started mowing at was a super high end course, and I just kept bugging them about doing it, and so they finally let me mow, and they're like, you're not doing cleanup. So like I didn't even have the opportunity to fuck it up yet. They're just like, if you want to mow, you're just mowing straight, and you're gonna do whip. I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. And I don't think I had too many buck teeth there. I think it's later on when I got cocky and lazy.
Mm. And you were just driving and staring.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Well, Memo, I wanted to ask you though, are you inspired enough to, maybe take on some education and try and become an assistant at some point? Or is it
That's
I don't know.
something I'm battling in my personal life right now. I've been thinking about it in the near future. Probably, yeah. I'm like 80% there, thinking about going to find something to study and just further this career out.
There you go. I think OSU, Oregon State's got a pretty decent program out
Yeah.
there. You can do online. I did mine online with the University of Georgia. And that's just a year program. Like it's not like the 2-year degree with Penn State or anything, and it's super cheap. I mean, there's a lot of options, and they do, you get to do it at your own pace.
That's nice.
So yeah. So it's like, I don't want to do nothing today. So don't have to do it. So I mean, there's a ton of options, and obviously, you don't have to do it to succeed. But it definitely helps. It never. Oh, I shouldn't say it always helps, but it never hurts.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good to have something under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of our guests have been answering that question, saying that it is good to get some sort of education. However, most of your training and your experience is going to come on the golf course, hands on. So
yeah,
do
I don't
have
care
to
how
have a
good
bit
you
of
can
both.
read a book or a web page. If you can't drive a mower, you can't drive a mower.
No.
Like hands-on experience to me, I don't want to say far more valuable, but I find it to be more valuable. Someone who's learning on site and can absorb it and repeat it and do it. Because I mean, we can all watch a video, we could all read it,
Mhm.
but can you actually do it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I'm more of a hands-on person too. So like you just said, I could read and watch all day, and like I'm still not going to learn that knowledge. But as soon as I see you do it, or we're hands-on with the work, then that's how I learn right then and there.
yeah, same boat, man. Same boat.
Yeah, and with our industry being so broad, sometimes you have to make the mistake to learn the lesson. You don't
exactly.
really know how
Well,
it's
you
going
will
to
make
go.
the
And I made a lot of
mistake.
mistakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not you might, it's you will make the mistake.
And you need to.
100%.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, you will.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's one of the cool things about our industry is you can make mistakes as long as they're corrected. But there's other jobs that people get, and you make a mistake and you're fired. See ya.
Mhm.
Like you're not going to get fired
Yeah.
for one mistake in this job.
Yeah. If you're being reckless, maybe.
Well, okay. Asterisks, you're not going to get fired for one mistake. And I'm talking an innocent mistake, an actual mistake.
Right.
Being reckless
So-
to me is not a mistake. You're choosing to drive like an asshole or whatever.
Let me ask you this. Would you have fired that guy
Which
for
way?
sitting on the triplex riding his mower?
Okay, that didn't make any sense because you do sit on a triplex riding the mower. You're talking about the video of the guy on the aerator on the Procore.
On the Procore, he's riding it like a cowboy.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Which one are you talking about?
I sent you the video that the kid sent me the other day, and I told you, I was like, I think he's going to get fired if we post this.
Oh,
riding-
oh. Let me rewatch it. I remember, but I don't remember. I remember you sent it. I remember I watched it, and I'm pretty sure my action had a lot of cuss words in it.
Memo, I'm going to send it to you in our Instagram chat.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it here quickly. Because I messaged him and I'm like, bro, are you sure you want me to post this? You're going to get fired. And he's like, oh, let me see. I don't know. Let me talk to somebody. And then he ended up being like, no, 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 don't post it.
Yeah, there's a lot I
Uh,
don't post too. A lot of people send me stuff. I'm like, man, I
yeah.
want to post it, like especially if it was like my personal page, but like I already know that a lot of people, especially from my local course and the local courses around me, view it too. So I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah. No, you really got to kind of pick and choose.
I mean, and then there's some stuff where I'm just like, I'm just gonna post it just because I already know it's gonna get a lot of like comments and engagement too. So I'm just like, why not? Whatever, let's do it.
Yeah. I just sent it to you there. Basically,
You need to send it to me again because
the guy's sitting on
there we go.
his buddy's triplex with him.
Oh, that's terrible.
And he's
With the walk mower,
and yeah, he's driving it with the
man.
walk.
Well, the walk mower's in neutral, so it's not going to hurt the walk mower. A triplex is made for one person. Um,
What is that? The old school tripod?
yeah, that's an old diesel. I
Yeah,
have one of
it's the
those.
old school
That's a
one.
diesel Toro. Yeah,
So like
that's
the
the
deck
shit that
is
I
just
got.
heavier right there.
Yeah, I mean he's
Eh,
the reels depending on your cutting units usually hang pretty low, and he's kind of hauling out. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, I'd probably fire both those guys.
Both of them nice.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
if
yeah.
that the walk mower takes an immediate right and gets stuck underneath that triplex, like
If
oh,
he leans it too far forward, obviously it's got a roller. But if it catches something,
mhm.
he's going
and
for a
then it
ride.
yeah, unless he lets go, and then he'll fall forward, and then they both get ran over, and then it fucks up all three.
I couldn't believe it. I
No.
was like, you can't post this, man. Oh,
I will say to that kid, you're a dipshit.
yeah. Don't do stupid shit like that,
I
especially if you're gonna get
I
hurt.
get thinking it's gonna be kind of fun and whatever, but that was a really fucking stupid decision. I'm glad he didn't get hurt, but
Mhm.
that's fucking dumb.
It's a fireable offense, though.
100%. If I saw it at my course, I would tell them to stop and I would kick him off the fucking course right then and there. Bye.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, Mems. Unless there's something else you wanted to plug or talk about or mention or ask us. I mean, we don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you have a young family there and want to get back to them.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, I think we pretty much just had a good chat, covered just the basics of everything, and yeah, that's it. I don't really have much to ask from me, so
Right on. Well,
yeah,
happy we could bring you on here and shed a little bit of light on what you're doing. And it's great to grab people from all over this industry because there's so many people from so many different walks of life that do different things. So we're really happy
yeah,
to have
exactly.
you on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate both
Yeah.
of you for everything.
I'll hit you up next time I'm in Portland.
All right, yeah, for sure. All right, even
Hell
if
yeah.
you're in just like the lower part of Washington or wherever you're at, just let me know.
Oh, I
We can get
go to Portland 2 or 3 times a year, so we're always
Yeah,
there.
just let me know. Yeah, I was
All
born
right,
and raised in Portland, so I know all the local spots. Wherever you want to go, we can go.
Right on.
Or even if you want, like you said, you like Aloha and Beaverton, I know all those local spots out there
Oh,
too. So just
we'll go to
let me
John's
know.
Liquor.
Yeah, there
Hit
you
up,
go. That's a good
we'll hit up
spot.
John's. John's is sick.
Yeah, there you go. For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, just let me know whenever you're in town, we can get together.
Hell yeah. Sounds good, dude.
All right. Thank you. I
All right,
appreciate
Memo.
you guys.
This was awesome, man.
Later.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah, this was awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And then just keep up all the great work you guys are doing. Appreciate it.
Likewise.
Will do. You
Yeah.
too, buddy.
All right.
Keep her
All
going.
right. Thanks.
And now we'd like to introduce the newest sponsor to the Turf Today podcast, Aquatrolls. Aquatrolls is the world leader in the development of soil surfactants and other technologies that optimize soil-water-plant interactions. And Aquatrolls is responsible for Aqueduct Flex, which is a granular product. It's an all-new, fast-acting, dual-action granular. And why do we use that? Well, it treats and prevents localized dry spot. With that dual action, it can either be used as a treatment or a preventative. Go out and treat it, and with 3 days, you'll visibly be able to see a difference. Spray it as a preventative, and you'll be covered for up to 30 days. Check these guys out for more information at aquatrolls.com.
All right. We'll go Indy Thompson. I'm trying to decide if I want to buy a soil moisture meter. Pros and cons, question mark, best option / brand.
Well, you need one, right?
Well, I was going to say there's not, the only con is they're expensive. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say you need one. I've done courses without them. They're a humongous help.
Yeah, just to know your numbers.
And then it's the TDR, whatever 425, whatever number it is. Get a TDR.
Spectrum Technologies.
Or the Pogo. The Pogos are super sick,
Mm-hmm.
but they're really expensive. So I mean, be prepared to shell out some cash But I would go. I have a TDR, like whatever number it is, and it's awesome.
Yeah, they'll really
Connects to
help
my
you.
phone. I can track it and do certain sections of greens, and yeah, it's sweet.
Highly recommended. It'll really
Yeah,
help your watering program. It's something, yeah, it'll bite you right away to spend that much money if you can't really afford it, but you'll get some life out of it. You take care of it, and all you usually have to change is the batteries and the little probes that go in the end. So just take care of her.
yeah. The guy told us how to pronounce his name, and I don't remember, so I'm still calling him Ort Wino. Was it Wino?
I think it's Winnow, yeah, but we like Wino though, right?
Well, I don't like it when you can't mispronounce my name, but I don't like it when people misspell it.
That's fair.
So I'm trying to, but sorry, dude. I think you said Winnow. Have you guys tried a GPS sprayer? If so, what are the perks slash downsides?
I haven't tried it.
Lots of two-parters.
No, yeah, that's good. I haven't tried it. I would assume it's good, right? There's be less human error, but there's still somebody sitting on it.
Okay, so yeah, I just was cutting you off to correct you when you were correcting me. You said there's still someone sitting there. A GPS sprayer is you operate it completely, driving it, moving the booms up and down. It is just it knows when to spray and when to stop, so you don't overlap or outspray. So like you program in your fairway or whatever, and it won't overlap or overspray, but you still have to drive it and operate the booms and all that kind of stuff. Um, I got to use one 2 times before I left El Cab, and
And
they're pretty slick because
nice.
it has a screen and it shows you.
Oh, that's right. I've seen that video of the screen. That is sick.
Yeah, so you don't miss a spot.
Hmm.
So they're pretty sweet. I mean, downside is they're fucking like nearly
Expensive.
$200,000.
Yeah,
So I mean, if you can afford it, they're rad. I don't know a downside. I haven't played around with one enough to really find one. I'm sure there is.
it's got to be the
Um,
money.
well, the
That's
money I wouldn't call the money a downside per se. It's just that's the first hurdle.
right.
I bet what the downside would be, it would be my guess is if a screen goes out, electrical problems, fixing them is going to be even more
Yep.
expensive. That would be kind of
Mhm.
like having a luxury car.
Right. Yeah.
Sure,
All the
you can afford
sensors
the
and everything.
$60,000, $100,000 car or whatever. Can you afford the $3,000 maintenance you got to do every 6 months? Like
Hmm.
or if something breaks, I think that would probably be the downside. So I mean, if your club's got a shit ton of money and a great mechanic, then great.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that sprayer too, you can just switch back to manual. Like if something did break with the GPS or whatever, and you're like, we need to put this
I would
down,
I would think so.
you
Yeah.
have to be able to go out there and turn it on and off.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would be doable. He had another one, and this is a good one. Any advice for a dude going from a small private 18 hole now to working at TPC Scottsdale? Um, be prepared to have every single little detail checked. Be prepared to have perfection be the minimum. Be prepared to work at a high level every single day.
It's time to step your game up, man.
You're going to have the tools, you're going to have the support. So it's not like you're going to be in an island, but yeah, be prepared for perfection. A place like that, it's going to be demanded. And
Hmm.
and in a place like that, you are 100% replaceable. So I don't know exactly what TPC Scottsdale, but I know other high end courses. It's fit in or get out kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, um,
But it's going to really help you though if you go there and do
oh my
work
God,
hard
you're going to
and
learn a ton. Don't be
yeah,
afraid of that challenge. Don't be afraid of the
no,
perfection challenge. Ask questions, make sure you get it done the way that they want it done,
yeah,
but
they're hiring you for a
yeah,
reason.
yeah, you don't
There's a
you don't
reason
get
they
that
gave you a
job
job.
as a first job. That's very, very, very rarely someone's first golf course. Um, well, I got one from B underscore Philo. Do you guys have anyone lined up to be on the pod from the East Coast, like Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Connecticut, or New York?
Well, if we get guy,
Ooh.
that's a Massachusetts. Yeah,
So yeah, I don't know.
I haven't heard from him. I'm supposed to message him tomorrow.
I'm sure
He's
we
like,
will at some point. So if you're listening and you're in that area and you want to be on the show, holler.
yeah, it'd be good to get somebody from that area.
Yeah. Ian Foster, does your hole in one count if you changed the holes that morning? Parentheses will never happen, but still.
I would love to hear about that happening. That's fucking cool. So he's saying you change the holes and then you go out with your buddies to play that course later that day, and then you get a hole in one on one of them. That's a fucking hole in
Yeah.
one.
What the like? That's a Ian. I'm assuming you work with Adam, right?
He's our hole changer. Yep.
Yeah. So you're already cool, and I like you, but that was a really fucking stupid question. Yes,
I
of
think
course.
I think he's just putting it up for debate.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like
get it. It's like asking is a hole in one on a par three course a hole in one, and the answer is yes. The answer
yeah.
is
So like
absolutely yes.
if there's that spot where you're like, hey, I know if I put a pin here and you hit the ball to the back of the green, it's all gonna funnel to this area. So if I put one here, I bring my boys out later, I hit that shot.
Yeah, every sports team has home field advantage. Why can't you?
That is fucking home field
Yeah, it's 100.
advantage.
It's home cooking. It's 100. You still have to hit the shot.
Yes, you do,
Yeah. So,
which we've already said is mostly mental. So it's not like you can just
oh, I've got a
set
couple. I
yourself
got
up
a
to make
couple of
it.
pin positions where it's like, all right, the ace probability has skyrocketed compared to anywhere else on the green.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it totally counts.
Yeah, we had one at our old course where if you hit the back left pin, if you hit this middle part of the green, like there was a chance
Oh
every
yeah, the
time.
front right part of number 5 at Go Hill Park is the ace position.
It's the ace position.
Everything feeds to that part.
Yeah.
Now that they rebuilt it, it's a little less than it used to be. But yeah, that's the ace position. That's where when they play the Wishbone Brawl every year with Xander Schauffele and Freddie Couples and usually a couple other pros that rotate, that's where they put the pin. And I watched Dean Wilson hit an ace there. I've seen 2 or 3 aces there. Like it's the ace position. It's sick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And then this one comes from Riley Lyers, who you're asking about the tournament, Riley, and you said I didn't win. So I'm calling you out too. That was mean. And I'm hurt because I had your back when Adam called you ugly. And
Like
so
you're putting words in my mouth again.
listen to the
Just
episode.
I
He goes, how was Trevor, how was the tournament and how many strokes did you shave to win it? So you already thought that I lost.
Now he's coming after you.
Right. I used to like you, Riley. I didn't shave any strokes. My gin number is, well, first off, it was low gross, so even handicaps didn't mean anything. But my gin number is expired, so even in the turn, I didn't even get a handicap in the tournament. So for like the team things, I didn't get any strokes, regardless. So I didn't shave any. I was playing with 4 other people who have integrity, and I would hope that you'd think that I would have integrity in the game of golf. Doesn't happen often, but I'm a little offended. Sarcastically, I don't really care. It's actually a funny question. But I did not shave. I did not shave any strokes.
You're not a sandbagger.
I think my definition of sandbagger is someone who comes in who doesn't look like a golfer and is just an absolute stick. Am I wrong on that definition?
I always thought it was somebody who said they're like, oh, I'm a
Oh
20
yeah,
handicap,
okay, yeah.
and they go out and they shoot
That's
par.
a sandbagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm a 20 handicap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone who
Because
inflates
blades. Like, whoa.
inflates their actual handicap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Get into it.
So our course, we have 2 extremely rare turtles in our pond.
Snapping turtles?
No, they're not snapping. They're a docile creature. They're very friendly. They've kind of got a funky color to them. It's an anomaly where they came from, and they kind of just float. It's kind of neat. And all week, I'm sending you the photo of one.
Oh, okay.
I want to see your reaction first, or here. I can see it. People can't. So there's our extremely rare turtle.
That's not real.
So exactly. It's a pool floaty that has chlorine tablets in it, but they're 2 turtles.
Oh my gosh.
Guess,
and the members
guess what I've done?
You put motors on them so they can fly around?
No, it's windy. It's windy enough that they float around all over the place. So one of our guys in the shop, decently gullible, really good dude, love him. Super fun to mess with. It's like, hey, Doug, do you see these two turtles out here? Like, we got these two new turtles in the pond. He said, oh man, that's really cool, huh? I was like, yeah, dude, go check them out. We had scientists earlier here this morning. Like these are like rare. Like this is kind of wild. Like what's going on here? Like it's getting serious. And he's like, oh, no way. And the GM was right there with me, who's been really good friends with him for a long time. And he's like, oh yeah, man, like it's been nuts. Like we don't even know what to do. They're talking about shutting down the hole, and so they don't get hit. And like he just kind of peeks from like 30, 40 feet away. He's like, oh man, I can see him. That's crazy. And I was like, yeah, like they actually have been known to like hold oxygen, like they suck it in, they hold it, and that's why they float so easily, like solid all the way up. He's like, oh, whoa, that's super weird. Totally buying into it. And so all day, cruise by, Doug, dude, did you see him? He's like, I've been all over the pond. It's been nuts. He's like, yeah, I've been kind of watching him. It's kind of cool. 100% bought in. He has a kids camp later that day, like junior PGA or whatever. And he told me this later. I wish I would have seen it, but apparently he still fully bought into the turtles, and he starts telling the kids about the turtle.
Oh no. And the kids went home and told their
No,
parents and nobody believed them.
No, oh, that'd be better. Oh my God, just a full-on conspiracy. The news shows
So
up
you
the
guys
next day.
Some turtles here we need to check out.
Oh my
apparently.
God. No, so he's like, oh yeah, kid. Like, and this was told me, I didn't get to see it. He goes, oh man, kids, like check out these turtles. Like it's pretty cool. Like it's like no one's ever really seen them before, and fully bought in. Has no idea. And he walks and he gets like 10 feet away, and I guess in front of the kids, goes, oh God damn it. And so
he figured it out finally. He saw the tag.
He sees that it's obviously a plastic floating turtle.
Yeah.
And it's a cartoony as shit little turtle too. It's fantastic. And even from far away, it's like there's no chance. So
to convince him that they were floating, because turtles don't float.
That's why I was like, dude, it's kind of cool. Like apparently they have like a really interesting lung system where they can like really suck in the air and like stay full. And like I do it to my wife all the time, where like something will come up and I'll just spit random fake facts that just sound like I talk confidently enough for it to sound true.
Right.
And it takes her a second to like click, because I'll start, the longer it goes on, the more ridiculous I'll get with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got Doug really good. I got one of the car kids. He caught on a little bit faster. And then my favorite one, minus the Doug, but Mr. Shane Dial, our guest, he comes out and we go play. We have a heck of a round
with the turtles.
Dude. I'm like, man, Shane, you got to check these fucking turtles out, dude. Like, it's crazy. It's like the color on them is like nuts. Like they almost look fake. Like it's so weird. But like, we had these, like I did the whole science bit, everything again. He's like, oh no shit. And he starts walking around the pond, and he gets like 40 yards around the pond. He just goes, you motherfucker. Like that thing's not fucking real. Fucking full on got him. He's like, you son of a bitch, you fucking got me. And I'm dying. And Doug is still inside working. And I go, Shane, because they're not like super acquainted. I was like, Shane, you need to go in there and be like, dude, what's with these turtles out there? Like they're creepy. Like, are those real, right? He takes like 45 seconds to get composed enough, because he's fucking laughing still, to get inside and goes. And I'm just hanging outside the door where Doug can't see me. And he's like, hey, excuse me. And he's like, oh yeah, what's going on? Because Doug is like super nice. He's like, what's with these turtles out here? Like those, I've never seen like live turtles like that before. And Doug's like, oh, like we got a bunch of turtles in there. I was like, no, like the floating ones. And I couldn't hold it in anymore, because Doug, he's so helpful and like such a good like person and employee. So he's like fully invested on making the customer, Shane, his experience great, because we do have an actual shit ton of a pretty big tortoisey looking one. And there's like, we do have like legit live turtles in there. And so like, he's trying to make his experience great. And then he starts creeping out the door, and he sees me bent over laughing my fucking ass off. And Shane then he breaks, because he's like, oh yeah, the floating ones, the ones, like plastic looking ones. And Doug just goes, God damn it. And like starts like almost hitting me.
Oh, Douglas.
And then so the next day, because that came in later, and my GM put him out there. So I have my staff in the morning. Hey guys, we got to watch out for these turtles out in the pond. So when you're out mowing, if they come out of the pond, like leave them alone.
if they come out.
Yeah, if they come out,
If they fly out of the
we'll,
pond.
we'll go and there'll be a turtle walking across the green, or I found him up on like by number 4, which is extremely far away from water, and like we've had to like move
Wow.
like turtle transportation, and
Yeah.
so I give
They
them
love the bunkers,
I give them the whole. Oh yeah, I give them the whole fucking bit, and one fully bites.
Yes. I got one.
Oh yeah, so it was the same bit. Like, God damn, that's a fucking real, same old. So he writes in today, goes, Trevor, how do you deal with the rare indigenous species of turtles on your golf course?
Oh my God.
Oh, dude,
That's so
and
good.
it's never gonna stop.
That's such like playful fun too. Just
Oh, it's so
laughing around
good.
the course, and
I love that my
that's good
GM
stuff.
is super into it and has been getting people too. It's been so
Yeah.
good. It's been so fun. So Doug's on vacation. Before he left, it was Doug, dude. Those turtles. It's like mating season for them. Like, it was like one of the bits I went on for it, and I was like, that's why we have them on separate sides of the bridge, so they we don't want a bunch of these little turtles around. I found on Amazon for $10 a little version of that turtle.
No way.
Yeah,
So you got to put it somewhere.
I wish they were like $1 or $2 because I'd buy like 10 of them and just float them out. And
They had babies.
I asked
No way.
I asked the GM, I was like, is it worth the $10 to like keep this ridiculous joke going? He's like, fuck yeah. So I still haven't ordered it because I'm cheap and I don't really want to spend $10 on it, but I think it would be pretty good.
That would be funny. It would be hilarious if you had a bunch of little ones.
Oh
And it
my
was like,
God, if
oh
I
my
could get
gosh,
a
what are we
shit ton
gonna
of them,
do?
like rubber ducky size, but rubber turtles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I would do that in a split second and just fill the entire fucking pond with rubber duckies.
Hmm. No, that's a good idea. So I do have one from Voice Talk Dave.
Yes.
Actually, I got three. What the fuck? This is one I wanted to save for the end of the show. Voice Talk Dave coming in hot. What do you think about this? Is leaving mid-season a bad thing, or are there special circumstances?
What do you mean?
Like, is there a reason that leaving mid-season is okay?
In what context? What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. This is the question he asked us. So
Like leaving your job?
he said, is leaving mid-season a bad thing, or does it depend? And what does it depend on?
I mean,
If you got a job offer for a better, bigger job, I'd hope your boss would support you. Like, I know
yeah.
you make
I
a
mean, as long as
commitment.
you're going up, as long as there's, if someone were to leave my course and well, so like he says middle of the year, like I'm 365. So like I'm putting myself in like your kind of shoes.
Middle of the golf season. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, we're 365. So like
Yeah.
I
So
you always leave in the middle of this season.
right.
But
It's
so I'm putting
tough.
myself in
It's
your
tough because
shoes where
you
like,
can't replace
yeah,
somebody mid-season, right? Like you hire everybody in the spring, by midsummer,
yeah.
everybody who wanted a job outside's already got a job. So
A job is just a job. So no, if you have found something better or you're not into it or like if you believe you have something better to do, it's totally fine. It's just a job.
mhm.
Does it suck on our ends? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's a job. It's not anything more than that. I mean,
Well,
some people make it their identity or their everything, but like that's a personal choice
mhm.
and that's great. But like at the end of the day, you boil it really down. It's a job. That's all it is. And if you find something better, yeah, like
Do
there
it.
ain't no problem with that.
Yeah, I would say if you're working in this industry and you're trying to advance yourself, you might not want to burn a bridge. So just
Yeah,
for that,
there's ways to leave.
yeah, you need that
Obviously you want to
reference.
put in 2 weeks. Every time I've left a place, I tell them like, hey, this is what's happening. And all of them so far, I mean, I'm at the top ish now. I can go to a couple different positions from here up. But like when I was trying to get into this position, I told my super, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to be an assistant somewhere. If I get a job, I'm out.
Hmm.
And he's like, great.
Yep.
Like,
Supportive.
hey, good on you. Best of luck to you.
Hmm.
Get the fuck out of my shop.
There is a lot of value in working through some tough stuff though. Like if you have some tough days at your job or you're not enjoying it, still sticking through it and fulfilling your commitment you made to that golf course and that superintendent is really good. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself. So if you're not being
Yeah.
treated properly or you're not having any fun being there, like fucking, make a move.
People these days push taking care of everybody else. Everybody's important. There's blah, 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 blah. Now, it's okay to be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
There's places and times to care about other people and to do all that, but it is okay to be selfish.
Yeah.
100%. If you're always selfish, that's a different thing. But, you know, it's okay to move on. And again, like we said, there's correct ways to do it. You don't want to be like one day, hey, I'm not coming in tomorrow. I got a new job. See ya.
No, yeah. You're not
No matter what you're doing, lateral, up, down, whatever, that's fucked
It's
up.
a dick move.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's like, 2 weeks, longer if you can.
Yep.
I prefer a 2 week. I mean, shit, dude. But I mean, there's scenarios where it's like, dude, they want me to start next week. I can give you a week.
mm-hmm. You gotta do what
Okay,
you gotta
well, you
do.
told me. Yeah. So I mean, it's a courtesy. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't burn any bridges, and at the end of the day, don't feel bad. Like, it was a golf course before you got there, and it will be a golf course when you leave. So don't worry
will
about
it
it.
though?
And that might not be
Okay.
true for everybody because there might be some people that work at courses that shut down or that just got built. So all for
So,
one.
as a superintendent, do you allow your assistant to spray or mandate the spray? Is one question. And since I'm the superintendent and you're not, I'll answer it. I spray. If I had an assistant who knew how to spray, they would be fucking spraying. Typically, a high end course with a big crew will have a spray tech
Mm-hmm.
who isn't even an assistant. So, yeah, but mandating the spray is on me. Like that's on a superintendent. I would say 9.5 out of 10 times. I have never heard of a spray tech having free reign or an assistant. I mean, I guess I could see the assistant.
Yeah, a good assistant with a
Yeah.
lot of responsibilities. Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
have a senior guy like Bobby last week, I think that's a great example
Mm-hmm.
of, he does a lot there with taking over for Eric.
And Bobby's thing, I see Eric as the director of agronomy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which is technically a step up of a superintendent, yet still like the superintendent. And so Bobby's position of assistant or lead assistant, he's actually the superintendent. Right. And that's in my opinion. And I've seen courses that are like that, where the director of agronomy is in the office in the clubhouse pretty much all day, kind of just planning, not, in like a coat, like in nice clothing. And then the lead assistant is actually the super, or there's been places I've seen where there's a head of agronomy and a superintendent and an assistant.
Wow.
So I mean, like the ladder changes whatever club you're at.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
I just noticed that he sent all those because I posted the question thing today with the picture of the spray caddy because I sprayed this morning. He goes in response to that photo. So we applied green pigment to greens. All I could think of was this device. I couldn't set in the cups until he applied it. Didn't want the cups greener. And I was like, dude, it works perfect. Get yourself a spray caddy.
Yeah, a spray caddy. Do it.
They are sweet. And yes, they're a sponsor and we love them for that. If I didn't like the product, I would say it. I legitimately enjoy this product.
Mm-hmm.
It was 100% worth the purchase.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, I got one more from Voice Talk Dave, and then
I'm trying to find.
You're gonna like this.
Trev. Oh yeah. I have actually. I think it's going to be similar to the one that he sent me because he did send me one that has a fantastic item going on. Hit me with the VTD.
How long should an assistant stay at a facility before moving on?
As soon as they find a job that they want.
Personal preference, yeah. And there are lifer assistants as well, guys that just
I
enjoy
will
that
never
role.
Understand that. Yeah.
No, there are guys that are lifer assistants, but the assistant role is tough. You don't really get paid very well. You can kind of get shit on by employees sometimes,
Which is hilarious because you're in charge of that.
Yeah, but it's the assistant role. It's the assistant manager. It's the same everywhere, and people that are in that role, you have to overcome that because it's just a part of how it is,
So I ran into that a little bit at LCAB, where you lean into the jokes a little bit, but when you have to put a foot down, put a foot down, and don't yield. And I think I gained good respect. I still talk to a lot of those guys. And we got shit done. So it's like, if you allow someone's shit talking to get you, then yeah, they'll probably take you down. But if you kind of roll with it, maybe poke a little fun back, and then, just stay on task and make sure shit gets done and hold them to a standard, you'll gain respect of your crew really
Mhm.
quick. And obviously practice what you preach. You know,
Yep.
don't be that
No,
guy.
for sure.
There's so many times where I have things that I want my guys to do that like I'll be about to do what I've asked, like what I've told them not to do, like a little shortcut. And I'm like, oh, that could be so much easier, but no, I'm gonna do it the way I've been telling them to do it. And it's as simple as like I want them to back in the carts at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Oh, I could just whip my cart right in there, park and go. But it's like, nope, we're gonna back it in because I've asked them to back them in. We're gonna back them
Mhm.
in. And so it's like just little things like
Yeah,
that.
you got to be the leader, right?
Yeah.
You got to be the
Yep.
leader. I always think of the assistant's role as kind of like the assistant coach too on a team.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be the big force. You can still have friendly relationships with people, try and almost be on their side sometimes because your staff needs that, right? They sometimes need somebody that they can lean on and go to. And the superintendent can be tough to approach sometimes at certain places. So in that role, it is really good to have that personal side and that personal relationship with your staff.
Yeah.
That would be one of my biggest problems as a superintendent. I'm too nice. You do need to have a bit of a firm fist.
You don't say.
You don't say.
Why do you think I'm an asshole?
That is good. How about the first Papa John's opened up in Ottawa?
Papa John's is his buns, dude. That shit sucks.
It's just one of your American companies. It's fun. So we're actually getting a Chick-fil-A too. So
Overrated.
people are freaking out.
Overrated.
Pretty
Oh, it's
good, man.
solid. Don't get me wrong. It's good.
Pretty
It's
good.
good. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's overrated.
Yeah. The experience is why you go, right? The drive-through.
It's a drive-through. Oh, someone actually comes up to the window. They do that shit at In-N-Out too because the line's so fucking long.
Okay.
The way I feel about Chick-fil-A is the way East Coast people feel about In-N-Out. Because Californians, we fucking love our In-N-Out. We will fight you over
Mhm.
In-N-Out. But they come in there, go, oh, it's overrated. It's just burger. That's the same shit for me and Chick-fil-A. That shit is
Yeah,
over
I guess
fucking
so.
rated. Still good. Will I eat there? Yeah. Am I going to seek it out? No, I am not. It is very good
No.
though.
Okay, so who's got the best mainstream chicken sandwich then? Is it Popeyes
Popeyes has the best fast food chicken in general.
in general?
I enjoy a Wendy's chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
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 You get it. You get the hot one,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, always. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
100%.
Spicy.
Yeah. No, a McChicken is always really good too, but I don't really classify that as a chicken sandwich because that is a giant chicken nugget between two pieces of bread.
Are you a McDonald's guy at all?
Oh yeah, I fuck with Mickey D's.
You like
Oh
Donald's?
yeah,
So McDonald's in Canada is unbelievable. I can't even eat it in the States, but I fucking love it up here.
what's the
You
main
got it.
difference?
It's the
Because
first thing you're going. We have Canadian Alberta beef. We have
Ooh.
Canadian cheese.
Okay.
And our ketchup is made with tomato paste, not tomato concentrate.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's also Donnie's, so
So in Norway, they have bacon on the Big Macs. Yeah, it's
that's
pretty
good.
cool.
When I lived in Alaska, they did the quarter-pound patties on the Big Mac, and they called it the McKinley Mac.
Ooh, so yeah, they did that for a
Yeah.
hot second here, and it was a hot mess because it was too juicy for the little buns.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah. What I'll do if I'm like really hot, because I fucking love a Big Mac. So good. And I get mac sauce on the side to dip my fries in because I'm a fucking
Fuck
heathen.
yeah, you
Oh yeah.
do.
And
Hell
they
yeah.
usually, when I ask for it, they look at me funny. I'm like, you've done it before. And they'll put it in like a
Yeah.
little nugget box, like a little 5-piece nugget box. And it's just like a fat
Mhm.
fucking squirt. Oh, God. Yes. I might as well be.
So they do the sides up here in Canada, like your sweet and sour
So
sauce.
we had those for a hot second. And I got one of them.
Yeah.
It tasted different.
Bullshit.
And then
Hate
they were
that.
gone. They
Like,
they
where's
they
this
were
from?
quick. It was like a month. Yeah. They had them
Huh.
for a quick minute and then they were gone.
That's sneaky. See how they charge you for them now when you want to buy them.
So that's why I don't ask until I get to the second window. That's your loophole. And they go,
See, I
we
do
charge
the,
for them. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. And they're like, okay.
yeah, I order before and then I just pick it up.
Oh yeah, I do the app for sure.
Yeah.
The McDonald's
The
app
app's
is
killer.
bitching. Yeah.
Might be one of the best.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So to the 8 people still listening to this, we're gonna let you go.
Oh, I'm not done.
I'm just kidding. Oh yeah. McDonald's talk. Where have we gotten?
No, so you didn't let me get to my hack. What I do when I'm super fucking hungry and craving a Big Mac, and if I don't usually get I usually just get 2 Big Macs and demolish. They're not big. Anyone who thinks a Big Mac is actually big is. I'll do the double quarter pounder, no ketchup, no sauce, and get the Big Mac sauce on the side, and then slather that bitch up.
Wow.
Because I don't get the Big Mac for the third piece of bread.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about just doing a McDouble with mac sauce?
It's just a smaller. It doesn't have the lettuce.
No, but you can do a McDouble dressed like a Mac.
You ever had
It's only like $1.50.
Yeah, it's solid. You ever had? So you get sausage McMuffin, right? You ever order it with extra cheese?
But that would be good.
It'll change your life.
Really?
Oh yeah.
As much as the chicken breakfast sandwich changed my life?
Bro, the chicken biscuit?
Yo.
Yeah. The chicken biscuit makes me just flatulent, but it's fantastic. Dude, it's a game changer. You'll see colors you've never seen before. Nice. I love that fake fucking cheese. Your guys is a different cheese, but
yeah, it's still good.
Are you a Kraft Singles guy?
Always been.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. That's its own thing. It's not cheese. It's like saying Cheese Whiz is cheese.
That's why you say Kraft Singles. You don't say
Singles.
Yeah,
right.
Dude,
It doesn't actually say cheese on the package anywhere, eh?
I don't think it legally can. I fucking love that shit, dude. Oh, I'm starving.
Well, it's dinner time.
It's
breakfast time for everybody listening to this bright and early in the morning, going to the golf course.
Got a good one from Voice Talk Dave. This involves the gnome.
Uh-oh. So Gnome Gate?
Gnome Gate. Gnome Gate has been opened. So, update on the gnome.
So tomorrow, I'll post the pictures of the new golf clubs that I just bought yesterday. New set of Mizunos. Going on this golf trip in July, going down to Georgia. My buddy Paxton, who has the gnome. He's going to give it to me.
What?
At least as far as I know. So we're going to play some golf and eat some good food and have a good time. New clubs, new golf bag, new golf shoes, new pants, new shorts, new shirt, new hat. I get a free bowl of soup if I buy that hat.
I get a free bowl of soup.
Fucking Rodney Dangerfield. That's somebody we left off the list the other day, eh?
Yeah. So he gave me his top 5.
Oh, he dipped in.
And we went on. We started at 6:30 last night and went to Baca. We went pretty late.
That's good. Nice.
But it sounds like the gnome might happen.
Dude, that really does sound like that might happen. You should be excited.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'm one of those kind of guys.
Well, this might be your chance. Never know. All I got to say, though, is keep your fucking real sharp, buddy.
Suck it to all 19 of you who said I didn't win that tournament. I fucking won it.
And they're all going to be coming for you next year. So get ready.
Fucking beat him by 5 strokes. You don't think I'm going to get better by next year?
363 days till next year's tournament.
364 more days till hockey tryouts.
Have a good night, buddy. Chat next week.
I'll try.
All right. Take care.
Champ is here.
All right. So that was great getting to talk to Memo. Such a great guy, working hard. Hopefully he keeps working his way up and, keeps putting out that good word on social media because, man, he is killing it. So also to the Muffin Man, Richard, we love you. You're doing a great job. And to another Richard, actually, my uncle Richard, recovering in the hospital right now, but a huge Turf Today podcast fan. So happy to have you, and hopefully you get a speedy recovery. We get to see you soon. So taking us out today, doesn't matter what you're doing or where you are, hopefully you hang on to this one. It's kind of cool. Comes into us from one of our, I would say, longtime followers and a loyal listener, Devin Tidwell. He's more of a jazz musician now, but back in high school, he featured in a band called ENIAC, and this is one of their hits, Adder Seafarer.